What role does academic research play in resolving or assisting communities to resolve environmental and social problems? What contextual understandings are necessary for researchers to address community issues? What specific challenges are involved in collaborative research between universities and communities? Community-based research in Clayoquot Sound is a unique field course offered by the School of Environmental Studies at the University of Victoria to explore these questions and enable students to develop a situated understanding of the issues underlying both theory and practice of community-based research. The course is an activity sponsored in part by the Clayoquot Alliance for Research, Education and Training, which is a partnership between the University of Victoria and the Clayoquot Biosphere Trust. The course is made possible by several individuals, non-profit organizations, and First Nations groups of Clayoquot and Northern Barkly Sounds. Activities of the field component vary each year depending on priorities of the community partners. In summer 2005, 16 students participated in 4 community-based research projects at the request of community partners. These included a salamander survey for Peter Buckland at the Boat Basin Field Study Center, run by the Boat Basin Foundation in Stewartson Inlet, to find out the diversity in resident salamander populations. Students learned about basic salamander identification and how to set up transects in rather treacherous amphibian habitat before undertaking nighttime surveys. This also included development of a low-cost, low-tech recycling program that could be run by the local youth center of the Ahousaht First Nation located on remote Flores Island. Students rolled up their sleeves to sort recyclables and pick up garbage on the reserve and then put their heads together to consider issues faced by remote Aboriginal communities and come up with incentives and logistics for sustainable bottle recycling that could generate an income for operation of the youth center and reinforce principles of respect and pride in Aboriginal youth and their local environment. A third project was the visual mapping of an ancient fish weir located on the sandy shores of Ukshuk in the territory of the Heshquit First Nation for Elder Stephen Charleston. Students learned about traditional fisheries management regimes and then used global positioning systems, GIS, to try to map the position of individual cedar stakes of the traditional fish weir, which are only visible at low tides. The fourth project was a photo point monitoring and shoreline vegetative survey of the Tofino Mudflats Wildlife Management Area to help create an ecological baseline for conserving the delicate mudflat area, which is one of the top 10 most critical wetlands for migratory waterfowl on Canada's west coast. Students tested data collection methods developed by community volunteer scientists Karen Olive and Barb Beasley, and these will be used in producing a brochure on what people can and cannot do to help protect the area. Students who took the course learned about many issues and opportunities in community-based participatory research, and they were able to contribute in a small way to important community research projects in Clayoquot Sound.
This project is called Traditional Pathways to Health, and it's part of a Community Alliance for Health Research, which has as its focus the prevention of injury to young people. And I work with John and the students at the West Shore Centre for Learning and Training, along with a number of graduate students from the University of Victoria. And we also work with Frank Conabert and the students in the First Nations Leadership Program at Esquimalt Secondary School. So 2 school districts and anywhere from 15 to 20 students per year, and 4 or 5 graduate students from the University of Victoria. And what we do is come out and work with the students as they develop their ideas around health and wellness and injury prevention. And as they develop those ideas, they use the medium of video, specifically digital video, to create short educational pieces about topics that they've identified as being important to them. So over the years, and this is our 4th year of a 5-year project, over the years we've got about 30 different videos that students have made over those 4 years.
So 9 days ago, 4 of us presented this issue to our class. 9 days ago, we all walked past. We had lunch underneath here, and we didn't notice the damage. In 9 days, we never imagined that we would see everybody here witnessing this. And because of a need that we needed to right a wrong. In 9 days, Island Disc Golf wants to partner up with this cohort to stop using totems as a target. In 9 days, the executive director of the Student Auxiliary Services at U of I expressed his support to create viable solutions to stop using the totems and possibly creating another disc golf site. In 9 days, we received an apology from the person responsible for posting Lot 10 using the totem poles. And in 9 days, that website is now dismantled and off the web. In 9 days, we've connected with the Aboriginal community, the U of I community, and the community at large. And so, now what? What we want, what we feel strongly about as a cohort, we want sustainable awareness. Not just awareness today, and at 2 p.m. we say goodbye. But we want an awareness that leaves a legacy here at U of I. And as part of the project, one of our cohort members, she's created an interpretive plaque that has the significance of totem poles for the First Nations community, the history of the poles, and information about the carvers, Henry and Tony Hunt. We want this lasting legacy here so that everybody on campus will know the significance of the poles and what they represent and create an awareness. So I hope you support what we do, and there is a letter circulating around to send to the university that we would like this in place and in support of what we're doing today. And now we're going to pass this off to honor the spirit of the totems. So thank you.